Once our wounds are healed, our interlife meetings and trainings are completed, and we've caught up with our soul families and friends, we again feel the desire for more growth. And for us souls, that typically means the pull toward another life. So the next major activities in our interlife journey support planning out our next life. Newton's subjects describe the decision to incarnate based on 3 factors. Am I ready for a new life? What lessons do I want to undertake to advance my learning and development? Where should I go? And who should I be in my next life for the best opportunity to work on my goals? There is some debate about whether one is ever forced to reincarnate. It seems more like being strongly encouraged to take on lives to gain valuable perspectives. It's ultimately done with consensus between ourselves and our advisors. Cayce said that once you start in a schoolhouse of a particular planet, we must finish in that schoolhouse. I suspect it's comparable to students in our own schools. Once enrolled in a particular school, we generally progress through that school system. However, we can switch schools if it's not a good fit, which in this case may mean a different planet. We can even drop out in extreme circumstances and take one of the different growth tracks that we'll discuss soon. There are also opportunities for resting if we just need a vacation or a sabbatical. Cannon talked to a subject in a resting place. There, the soul was unwilling to describe it, like she was trying to wake someone from sleep who didn't want to be bothered. Other times, a soul may take an entire resting life. This could be an especially easy life, devoid of serious challenges, or it could be life as a lower energy form, like an animal, or an inanimate object like a rock, which does contain some elemental soul energy. Or it could involve visiting another less stressful planet as a tourist of sorts. Yes, this is related to some of the ET encounters on Earth, but that's not for today's discussion. Newton found over 1/3 of his subjects had life on another planet. One subject described lives on a world with similar physics to Earth. He would go there to hone his creativity in a relaxing environment. He said, "There are no people, no responsibilities, just small animals. It's like a lab to experiment with creation." That soul was working on mastering the proper chemical conversions to form plant life. But at some point, we chose to incarnate on Earth next, for this lifetime. So, how did we end up in this current life? The space of life selection, also known as the viewing room or even the computer room, is said to be a private place, separated from the main study areas. It's often described like a movie theater, or as viewing a ring of destiny. Here, a soul can review available life options and make a selection. But not all is revealed. That would defeat the purpose of experiencing life. Instead, we see only the key features and challenges that we would face by selecting each life. The most detailed views are shown of the ages 8 to 20, when the major forks in our path become apparent. Also, the further one looks into the future, the less certainty there is due to the ever-branching probable realities. And then, of course, amnesia will obscure this viewing altogether when life begins. The first step in life selection is to choose general plans and goals for the next life. That allows our guide to identify a collection of appropriate options that will support these goals. Next, we choose the environment, including geography, culture, even heredity. For example, one of Newton's subjects wanted to become a musician. He picked New York City, where he recently died young. He needed a location that would inspire his interest in music and have opportunities to hone his skills. Next, a soul chooses a family. Someone wanting to be a musician, for example, would benefit from parents with means who are supportive and have their own appreciation for music. Despite traditional belief, we rarely stay in one family line across incarnations. However, in situations like the death of a child, we volunteer to exit early as an experience for our parents, a so-called filler life, and in these cases, we may later rejoin that family to play an important role. As far as gender preferences, Newton reported his subjects prefer bodies of a particular gender about 3/4 of the time. And while homosexuality is sometimes correlated with lives in non-dominant sex bodies, other times it's just a tool, a way to select a more complex life situation for the lessons it affords. Yet he concludes it is always significant enough to be a part of the soul plan. The choice of a body itself is very significant. While choosing a damaged body could be a way to pay off karmic debt, to experience the pain that we caused others, it's also likely to be a way to learn other lessons in our personal plans. As Dr. Newton says, overcoming the obstacles of physical ailments and hurt makes us stronger for the ordeal. So once we decide on our next life's plan, how do we coordinate all those necessary details to make it work smoothly? The details of life may not be the most exciting topic, but logistics win wars, as they say. We need to coordinate with the key characters in the life in what is sometimes called recognition class. It's described like the last-minute cramming for an exam, so we can recognize soulmates who will play critical roles. It's like actors learning their cues for a stage play. As Seth explains, we may work within a cycle with the people involved. This can be at the family level, with family members cycling through different roles in a set of lives, or it can be a cycle through different races or different historical eras. Or we could even get into a cycle with an entire community, like the residents of one village in one century reuniting as those of a different village in a different century. Newton and Cannon also describe how we set up indicators to recognize the characters intended to play parts in our life. Think of what you noticed when you first met your current spouse or best friend. Was there any feature that caught your attention? What if it was a pre-established subconscious trigger arranged in the spirit world? Rather than you just noticing a man's blue raincoat spontaneously offering him a ride, is it any less romantic if his soul crossed time and space for him to accept your ride? And how about the girl you asked to dance after noticing her red dress, and then she changed the course of your life, for better or worse? These signs occur when a significant event or phase of our life is about to begin. Now, there are backup signs if we miss the main signs, but our best bet is to follow intuition. Overthinking is an often mentioned reason for failing to recognize a life cue. These planned relationships include those that are deeply loving, when we feel like we're meant for one another. This is also a primary soulmate in most cases. Also, relationships based upon friendship or respect are typically other members of our soul group, and those casual acquaintances are more likely to be the members of a different soul group within our community of the 1,000 or so souls we discussed. But all of these relationships fulfill purposes in the drama of our lives. So once that's all worked out, how do we come back here and get on with it?